going to make some gluten-free peanut butter cookies today, and in this bowl I have the ingredients already out. This bowl has 1 cup of peanut butter, this bowl has half a cup of sugar, and this bowl has 1 egg. And those are all the ingredients you need to make this recipe. It's super simple for first-time bakers, and it's great for people who have baked before. And if you know somebody that has celiac disease or someone that's just following a gluten-free diet, this is a nice little treat for them. Now we're going to make the cookies. Let's bake. We're going to add the sugar first. We're just going to mix that around a little bit into the peanut butter. Just takes a minute to get them incorporated. This is a great recipe for first-time bakers. Great recipe for people who have baked 100 times. It's a great recipe for me because it only takes 3 ingredients and you probably already have them in your cupboard or pantry. There, now the sugar's been mixed. We're going to add the egg. Probably should beat the egg a little bit first, so I'm just going to use a fork to do that. And then I'm going to add that to the peanut butter and sugar mixture. Stir it around. And you'll notice as you're mixing it, it will start to thicken up. When you first do it, you don't notice it too much. After you make them a couple of times, you'll know right away when you've got them mixed well enough. The consistency and texture of the mixture changes as you get the dough mixed up. There we go. There, that's just about perfect. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put it on the baking sheet, which has a piece of parchment on it. And if you don't have any parchment, you probably should put just a little bit of grease on there. A little butter, a little oil, something so they won't stick. And you can use a tablespoon or a cookie scoop, whatever you like. So you take a tablespoon, and I just use my finger. I always wash my hands before I start, which is important in gluten-free baking because you use your hands a lot. They're the best tool you have in your kitchen. And then I'm just going to put out little spoonfuls of cookie dough onto the baking paper. And then we're going to bake it in a 325-degree Fahrenheit oven for 15 minutes. And then you're going to have lovely homemade cookies. Okay, there we are. And 1 more should be good enough. So there, we have 9 nice little cookies. Then it's always good to have a glass of water and a fork to dip into the water so that you can make the little cross hatch on the top of your cookies. That's all you have to do. It's so that the cookie dough won't stick to your fork. So I just dip it in between each one and then shake off the excess water. There, we're nearly finished. And we're going to put that in the oven. And we're going to bake it for 15 minutes. What I like to do sometimes, just to dress up the cookie a little bit, is I buy a peanut butter cup. Make sure they're gluten-free. You can find them in packages or in bulk. It doesn't matter, but make sure that they're gluten-free. Take the wrappers. There's usually 2 wrappers on each one. And peel those all off. And set them aside because they need to be ready when the cookies come out and are hot from the oven. That's when you have to put these on. Then you can go to a party and tell everyone that you made these cookies yourself. These can also be baked in a toaster oven if you don't have a regular oven at your house. And it's the same thing, it's 325 for 15 minutes. You may not be able to make 9 cookies at a time, but you would be able to make probably 6 in your little oven. And this is all you need to do. 2 papers off, but the important thing to always remember, read your ingredients list to make sure that the product is gluten-free. Using oven mitts, we're going to take this out of the oven. There's our nice cookies. If we want to make these cookies fancy, you just take one of these peanut butter cups that we've already taken the outsides off of, and you just lay them on the hot cookie when it first comes out of the oven for a minute. and it'll melt the bottom a little bit, and then we'll push them down into the cookie. And when you're finished, you'll have a cookie that looks a little fancier than a regular cookie, and if you're going to a party, it's a nice presentation. Should be warm enough. You just push it down. Don't push it too hard or you'll break your cookies into the peanut butter. And then they'll firm up when they get cold, and we'll have a nice finished cookie for you. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy this recipe. The recipe will be in the video description below, and any questions, please leave us a comment. Thank you, and enjoy your cookies.